small servant quarter, Wine sits in the corner of the house, hugging her knees, her father's voice echo. Angry. A useless wife and a useless daughter. I asked for a son. Why couldn't you even give me that? Please, she is just a child. Don't shout like this. Child, she's the curse in my life. Look at her, weak, fragile, good for nothing. He raises his hand. Wine clenches, but her mother shields her. Don't touch her. The father storms out. Wine quietly buries her face. Her mother's arm shaking. Mom, did I do something wrong? No, sweetheart. You are the only right thing in my life. Morning, a luxurious mansion where workers work as Jungkook walks through the hall with a stack of papers. He looks like he was born to rule. Sharp eyes, emotionless face. You know, cousin, people are scared of you because you look like good. Then they'll do their job properly. Butler Min shakes his head from a distance, muttering, sharp as blade, this boy, but his anger will burn him one day. Wine's father drags her to the mansion one afternoon while he goes to work. She sits quietly on servant's bench outside, clutching her small school bag. Jungkook, walking past, stops when he sees her. Who are you? Why are you sitting here? Wine stares at the ground, too scared to answer. Her tiny hands tremble. Jungkook notices her bruised wrist. I asked you something. Wine, my father works here. Hangul pops up behind Jungkook, peeking at her. Oh, she's so small, cute. Hey, don't be scared. But Wine doesn't respond. She looks down. Jungkook studies her silence. Who did that? Your father? Tears pools in her eyes, but she doesn't speak. Jungkook clicks his tongue, frustrated at the silence, but something quivers in his chest. Anger, not at her. Later that day, Jungkook confronts Wine's father in the hallway. Jungkook, next time I see any bruises on her, you will lose more than just your job. She just trips. She's clumsy. Do I look like stupid to you? I don't repeat myself. The father goes quickly. Terrified, Jungkook walks away, fist clenched, heart strangely unsettled. Night again, Wine sits on the bench, waiting for her father to finish work. Jungkook finds her still sitting there in the cold air. Why are you still here? Did he leave you like this? Wine nods softly, hugging her knees. Jungkook exhales sharply, takes off his blazer and drapes it over her small shoulders. Stone is rough, but his eyes soften. You are shivering. Don't sit like that. You should be wearing something warm. You'll catch a cold, idiot. Wine looks up at him for his first time, a little surprised. For the first time in her eyes. Thank you. Jungkook looks away quickly. The night after Jungkook sees Wine shivering on the bench, he sits in his study, tapping his pen against the desk. Sharp eyes narrowed, he remembers her small trembling hands and her whisper of thank you. She won't survive if she stays with him like this. Pathetic excuse of a father. He pushes his chair back, stands and storms towards the servant quarters where Wine's father is staying. Jungkook barges into a small room. Wine's father jumps up, bowing nervously. Master Jungkook, what brings you here? Educated, dressed and cared for like family. And what about you, son? You are bringing a 10-year-old into this house. She'll grow up as your sister in everyone's eyes. For the first time, Jungkook's sharp eyes become something darker, possessive. Not my sister, don't ever call her that. When she turns 18, Brother Cook, look, I solved this. Jungkook slams the file shut and stares at her deadpan. What did I tell you about calling me that? But it makes you sound nice, and you are nice sometimes. Jungkook says, pressing his finger onto his temple. He takes the notebook, scans it, and pats her head a little too roughly again. Idiot, at least your answers are correct this time. Why not start with Jungkook looks up quickly, hiding the wrong horizon and says, I did handle it. They won't take it, but if you want to destroy their internal business, everyone froze. I said much. You must show this location. This is a family business, not a battlefield. Business doesn't stop just because you sitting beside Mrs. John blinked at his rising voice. Slowly, without saying anything, you slipped off your chair and padded towards him. Everyone watched in shock as you climbed onto the long chair. Don't be angry, you'll get a headache. Jungkook froze. His sharp breath calmed as he looked down at you, the muscle in his jaw unclenched. With a sigh, he placed a big hand over your head, gently tapping. You are too much. The hot one stings now softened with surprise. a smile. Lady Gaga watched quietly from the balcony as Jungkook helps Smile with her reading. One laughs when Jungkook corrects her calling him Brother Cook again while he scolds her playfully. Look at them, our son looks different with her softer. I think she really is the daughter we always wished for. Maybe Jungkook feels we're just a whisper. Use your third finger, not the second. Did I do it right? You'll get it if you stop looking at me. One giggles and plays a little melody wrong on purpose, making a loud disjoint sound. Jungkook wins, glaring at her. Are you trying to make me deaf? Wine laughs so hard she falls sideways on the bench. Jungkook scowls, but Mrs. John watches secretly, smiles fondly at how patient her son looks compared to his usual temper. Later that night, Butler walks into Jungkook's study, where the boy is usually fuming over reports. But today, Jungkook is calmer, quietly reading while Ryan naps on the sofa. Butler young master, you seem unusually calm these days. He's sitting at his desk, white shirt sleeves rolled up. Hair messy, pen in hand, eyes flicker to her. You'll spill that coffee. He quickly puts it down, not looking at him. I'm not trembling, just my hand are cold. You can't even look at me these days. Did I become a monster overnight? Turns red, clutching her skirt. Nothing, I just am busy. Rushes towards the door. Why? She freezes. He doesn't say more, but his tone makes her watch him. She mumbles something and goes out, leaving him shaking his head in amusement. Later that evening, Jungkook's room again. Your mother, pushing you gently inside, helps Jungkook organize his closet. He's terrible at it. Why everyone sending me to this room? One comes under the bed. So picky, she starts arranging, but in her nervousness, she drops a stack of his clothes on the floor. Jungkook groans and walks over. Move. I'll pick it up. Their hands brush as they both reach down, and she yanks her hand back like she touched fire. Sorry, why are you acting like this? Because your hair night runs out, leaving half the closet undone. Jungkook chuckles to himself, shaking his head. This girl. Timing all night. Mrs. Ran smiling warmly at her. You know, did Jungkook like the coffee you brought? Ask him, not me. She has been avoiding him like a scared kitten these days. Looking at Jungkook meanly, I mean, somehow she's always in his room. Funny, isn't it? She nearly drops on her suit. Jungkook stays calm, sipping his water, but there is a faint smoke touching his lips. That's because everyone keeps sending him. Not that I mind, rises too late, cheeks burning at the family, laughs softly. Late at night, garden, you sit on the bench, hugging your knees, thinking about your mother's work. Jungkook always planned a future with you. Don't be afraid of him. Suddenly, Jungkook appears, hands in his pocket. Why are you hiding here? Avoiding his kiss. I wasn't hiding, just fresh air. Sits beside you, close enough to make you nervous. You have been running from me all week. Did I do something wrong? No, you're just scary sometimes. He leans a little closer, his voice softer than usual. You weren't scared when you called me brother Cook and pulled my hair when you were 10. You look at him, wide-eyed, flustered, then immediately stand up. I need to sleep. Good night. Runs off. Jungkook watches you go, jaw tightens, but with an amused spark in his eyes. He mutters to himself, run all you want, Ryan. One day you will stop. Morning in the joint mansion, the sun flutters through the bright window. Ryan in her crisp college uniform brushes through the hall carrying her books. Jungkook his pocket. Frustration and amusement excel together. The picture is a strong and honest mother sipping tea, watching Irish ones with fresh treats. She's starting to notice, isn't she? And he keeps sending her with excuses to his room, of course, to do closet duty. Let's see how long she avoids his eyes. Wine enters Jungkook's spacious room with a cup of coffee, muffin, umbrella. Surface frozen. Give him coffee. Don't look at it. She sets the cup on his desk, avoiding his gaze. Jungkook is sitting in his chair, sleeves folded, working on papers. He doesn't look up, but his voice sharp. You are really going to act like I'm invisible in my own room? I have to organize your closet. She hurries to the closet, opening the door. Jungkook watches her silently, noticing how her hand shakes when she folds her shirt. Finally, he gets up, walking behind her. You weren't this nervous when you were 10. You used to rest your head on my chest and hug my waist. That was different. I was a child. I'm done. Enjoy your coffee. She walks out the room, leaving Jungkook standing there smoking with his eyes downward, his hand clenched slightly. Run, little one. I'll catch you when it's time. At dinner, Vine sits between her mother and Mrs. Chu, head down, poking her food. freezes, then walks away, but his words linger in her heart. Dinner time, Mr. and Mrs. Jungkook are present with wine swirling. The atmosphere is slightly warm, everyone eats together. Later that night, while sitting on the balcony, hugging her knees, lost in thoughts, Jungkook comes out silently and places a shawl over her shoulder. Why do you always do this? Do what? Take care of me, even when I am away, even when I was small and because from the day you love her into his arms. Their foreheads rest together, both smiling. Inside the mansion, Mrs. John claps her hand in joy while Mr. John nods approvingly. Ryan's mother watches with tears, seeing her daughter getting respect which she always dreamed of. Mrs. John finally, Mercy has some sense. Let plan an engagement immediately. On this day, our relationship is meant to be stronger than ever. Looks at Ryan, then at her mother, and speaks firmly. I've always seen you as my mother. Don't ever doubt that. You'll always be respected as you deserve. Ryan's mother tears up, hugging both of them. Ryan picks up at Jungkook and whispers, you know, you are really perfect. Took you long enough to notice. Everyone laughs with warmth, celebration, and the promise of their engagement. Infusion break with hearts. The couple are living with jasmine and roses for years. But promise to our little girl had gathered to whispers with the kisses silent hope. Those weren't loud, not overly dramatic. They were quite intense and unshakable, just like Jungkook, leaning closer while sliding the ring onto her finger. For the moment, I decided you would be mine. I never once doubted this day would come, and now you are not just my bride, you are my strength. Mrs. John opened cried, clutching Ryan's mother's hand, whispering, our daughter finally found her place. Days after the wedding, Ryan settled into the new routine of Cheung household seamlessly. She wasn't just Jungkook's wife, she was the perfect daughter-in-law. In the morning, she adjusted Jungkook's tie silently, her hands sure, her eyes soft. He would stop and rub her wrist after she finished. You are mine, but sometimes you act too much like my mother. Someone has to keep your collar straight, Mr. John. She managed events in the mansion gracefully, making sure every guest were cared for. Even the staff admire her calm authority mixed with warmth. She didn't need to speak much with Jungkook anymore. She knew his mood, his silences, his small size, a cup of black coffee appeared in his hand before he asked. His cufflinks shined. Later one evening, after Ryan had just finished overseeing a family gathering, Jungkook watched her laugh with Mrs. John, her mother, and the elders. She was radiant, respected, loved. When they were finally alone, he cornered her gently against the bedroom door, low voice brushing her cheek with his thumb.